Hi everyone, it's Coach Kristin. Thank you for tuning in to our WKT Skate series. I hope that you're all staying happy and healthy and enjoying this time alone with your families. Remember that it's important to stay positive during this time of uncertainty and isolation. You know, Coach Tori and Coach Wendy and I are all here for you during this time. And, remember that we love you and we miss you. And we obviously can't wait to get back to the rink with all of you. But that being said, I invite you all to use this time for self-discovery and self-reflection and as an opportunity to get in touch with yourself and to formulate some goals for the future. It's so important to stay active and remember that we can still work towards our on-ice goals, even though we can't be together for our on-ice sessions or see each other for our off-ice workouts. Today, I'm going to introduce a short dynamic sequence that is going to get us moving and elevate our heart rate. And it can be used as a warm-up before any other workout. It's great to use before you take the ice. And it really focuses on stretching and activation, as well as using our own body weight in a limited space. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started with some lateral walks. Feet together and steps side, side. Engaging your core, really squeezing belly button to spine, lifting up those ribs. Keep that breath flowing with your movement. In through the nose, out through the straw. Great, feet together, breathe, and reach, high knees. It's important to remember that you are not crunching forward, you are bringing your knee to your chest. My shoulders are stacked vertically over my hips. Point that toe on the way up. Great, let's incorporate a side twist. Ready, opposite elbow to knee. Here we go. Twist side. Again, remember, you are not crunching forward, you are bringing your knee to your chest. Great, feet together, breathe. Ankles under hips. Let's get into some squats and make sure those toes are forward, that they're not too open. Sitting nice and low. My bum is level with the bend of my knees. Great. Feet on the edge of your mat. Reach down and walk out into a plank. Breathe. Walk it back. Walk it down to your plank and freeze. Walk it back. Let's do 15 of these. 3, 4. Engage that core. 5. 6. Make sure that you're not dipping your hips down too low either. Engage the core, tuck that pelvis in and up. Great, now let's get into some plank and runner's lunge. On your wrists, heels high, activated core, tilted pelvis. Reach the foot up and back. Reach the foot up and back. I like to give it a little pulse in here just to warm up my hip flexor a little bit. Keep those heels high and that core engaged. Make sure we're not dipping side to side as you bring that leg up, but that you're staying nice and centered. Your wrists should not hurt. If they are, try pressing more through the fingertips. All right, now let's get into a little runner's lunge variation. Foot comes forward, back leg is engaged. Make sure you're not dipping down. Open. Transfer your weight and sit. Come back. Stabilize and open. And sit. Let's do 10 of these. Transfer that weight quickly. You can really feel it in that back thigh. Next, we'll do some knee push-ups into a side plank. So, knees down, ankles across. Make sure your back is nice and level. I'm not up and I'm not down either. A lot of us have this problem, ladies. Engage that core. Bring it down. Bring it down. Now let's do some lateral lunges. And to the side. Engaging that core always. 9, 10, we're halfway there. Pausing in the center to rebalance, refocus. Getting some good depth here. At this time, I'd like to share with you some cool down exercises that also really help with posture. We've all been doing a lot of sitting, I'm sure, being stuck inside. So these are some of my favorites. They're also great to do before or after your on ice workout. Let's start with a couple rounds of cat and cow. Breathe in. Exhale as your gaze goes to the ceiling. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. 3 more. Great, let's do some bird dogs. Opposite arm, opposite foot. Reach and extend and hold. Engage that core, lengthen through your fingertips and through the tips of the toes. Other side. Opposite arm, opposite foot. This side's a little bit harder for me. Great. Next, let's do some thoracic rotations. Meet me on your back. Keep a nice straight leg, fist open, arms in a T. Drag that arm across and open. Repeat. Drag that arm across and open. Repeat. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. Nice long extension through that bracing leg and come across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 more. 10. I love that one, especially after my car accident. It feels great. Okay, next let's do some dead bugs. Again, we are on our backs. Extend one leg out, bring the other up, opposite arm to opposite leg, and extend the other arm. Now I want you to hover with your free leg and switch. Switch. Your free leg is never coming down to the ground. It is simply lowering and hovering just an inch above. It may look like mine is touching, but it is not. Really pressing into that knee. Press. Press. You'll feel your core engage much more when you do this. try to make these movements flowing. No need for them to be rigid and stiff, but active and long. Remember to breathe throughout all this. No one should be holding their breath. You know who you are. I always like to round out my back after. Give it a good stretch. And then we'll move into some glute bridges. Bring those heels in. Fingertips distance away. And lift. And lower. Engage and tighten the core. Pressing those hips up and lower. On the third one, we're going to hold it. Your gaze should be to the ceiling. Just breathe. And lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. On the third one, we're going to hold it. Keep breathing. Filling that belly like a balloon. And lower. Lift. Lower. Squeezing that tush on the way up and hold. And lower it back down. Great job. 2 more exercises. You should all be pretty familiar with our Supermans. Bring the arms in and out. In and out. Keep breathing. Make sure those legs are hovering. Engaging the core in the lower back. Squeezing those lats or your wings on the way down. Squeeze. Breathe in and out. Great. Happy baby and release that back. Deep breath. Maybe you want to wiggle your hips side to side. That's cool. Great. With our final stretch, meet me on your knees. One leg out in front. Make a nice 90-degree angle here. Arms over the head and reach. Now for me, this isn't quite enough. I don't feel a stretch, so I'm really going to press deep into it to get the most out of this. Continuing to breathe. And lower. Relaxing those shoulders. Good. Let's switch sides. Feels good. Now, if you're finding that this is really difficult for you to hold your arms over your head, you can always press a little bit into that knee, but I do encourage you to keep your arms up. Focus on that balance. And one more. All right. That's it for today. Thank you for joining us on my first video for our WKT skate series. I can't wait to put together some more sequences for everybody. And remember, tune in to Coach Tori's Instagram as well. She's got tons of flexibility and stretching stuff on the way. So keep an eye out for that.